Welcome. Today we are going to discuss how to find the surface area of prisms. We'll be discussing rectangular prisms and triangular prisms. So I have two examples here. On the left I have a rectangular prism and on the right a triangular prism. For both of these we will be using the surface area equation, which is S equals 2b plus pH, where b is the area of the base, P is our perimeter of our base, and H is our height of our actual object. So these equations are going to look slightly different depending on the shape we're looking at because the bases are different. For example, on the left side I have a rectangular prism. When we look at finding the surface area of a rectangular prism, I'm going to be using the equation 2b plus pH, but our base of a rectangle is this shape right here. This is my base, which we know is a rectangle. And like I said, the base, or b value, is found by finding the area of that base. And the area of a rectangle is found by doing the length times the width. So we could say the equation for the surface area is 2 times our length times our width. And that covers 2b. Now I have plus P, which is our perimeter. So the perimeter, we should know, of a rectangle is adding up all the sides. Since this is a rectangle here, we know this side here of 9 is parallel to this side, and the same length as well, so we know this side is also 9, and we know this, since it's 6, is parallel to this, is also 6. So we can add up our sides, which is how we find our perimeter. 9 plus 9 is 18, 6 plus 6 is 12, put them together, and we get 30 for our perimeter. And this 30 is being multiplied by our height of our actual three-dimensional shape. Our height here is 7. So I just need to plug in my length and width here. So we end up with our full equation of 2 times our length of 9, our width of 6, and this is going to be added to 30 times 7. So let's start breaking this down. Order of operations say we need to do multiplication first, right? We have some things in parentheses we can actually multiply first. 9 times 6 we should know is 54, so we get 2 times 54 plus 30 times 7. So let's move on to 30 times 7. 30 times 7 we can do by doing 30 times 7. 7 times 0 is 0, 7 times 3 is 21, so 210. And this is going to be added to whatever 2 times 54 is. We just need to double 54 here, and that's going to give us 108. With this, we end up with 108 plus 210. And now I just need to add my values together. 108 plus 210 is going to give me a total of 318. And this is going to be inches squared. So the surface area of our rectangular prism is 318 inches squared. Moving over to our triangular prism here, I am dealing with a little bit different situation. Because my base is a triangle, I need to find the area of a triangle instead of a square. Recall our equation again is S, or surface area, is equal to 2 times our base, the area of our base. Our base is a triangle. The area of a triangle is found by 1/2 base times height. So we have now covered the 2b portion of our equation. Let's move on to plus our perimeter, which is going to be the perimeter of our triangle here, which is 6 plus 5, and then times our height. So let's go ahead and plug in our values. S equals 2 times 1/2 times our base of our triangle, of just our two-dimensional triangle, of just our base. Recall that we're talking about just the base right here, so we're only looking at this shape right here. We're ignoring everything else. And the base of that is 6. And that's being multiplied by the height, which is given to us right here, is 4. Now, add, and we are adding the perimeter of still just this triangle. We're still just worrying about just the base triangle. And the perimeter is 5 plus 6 plus 5. 5 and 5 is 10, plus 6 makes 16. And then we need to multiply that by our height of our actual three-dimensional shape. Now, I know that this shape is on the base, but recognize that since the triangle is our actual base, we have to imagine that if we, flip this upright, and so that the base here was on the ground flat, this 8 would actually be our recognition of our height. And so 8 is our height here. That's how long or how high our object is. So we just need to start solving now. Order of operations, let's start in these parentheses. 2 times 1/2 times 6 is 3 times 4, plus 16 times 8. We can do that right here. 16 times 8. 8 times 6 gives us 48. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12. So we end up with 128 on this side. Keep simplifying these values in our parentheses. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 128. 2 times 12 is 24, plus 128 gives us our total value of 152 inches, and that's again squared because we are talking about area, in this case surface area. And that is how we find the surface area of prisms.